Wow, Elon Musk is warning that a severe recession is coming because there are a pile of dead banks. Do you think this is true? See, Elon had warned us about recessions before, but this debate came out on Twitter against Lawrence H. Summers. Lawrence Summers, by the way, is the former dean of Harvard University, and also he's the former treasurer of the United States for both the Clinton and the Obama administration. So yes, he might know a thing or two about the US economy. And he says that US right now has a 70% chance of going to mild recession, or a slowdown, right, as he calls it. Because he's an official, right? What he used to be. He doesn't want to spook the markets. He doesn't want to freak everybody out. And he says it's going to get there. It's going to get a slowdown because the Federal Reserve still needs to do what it needs to do with interest rates, which is hike interest rates to get inflation down. If it does so, then basically we're going to see a slowdown. But what does Elon say? Elon says that the Fed's data has too much latency. It comes too late. It's not real time, right? So basically, canary in the coal mine was SVB, Silicon Valley Bank, is already dead. And one of the staunchest miners, Credit Suisse, is also dead. And the cemetery is filling up fast, right? Further rate hikes will trigger a severe recession. Mark my words, he said. I mean, Elon does have a point because he's referring to these mega bank collapses. Some of the largest banks in US and European history are collapsing right now. And yet the Federal Reserve is still hiking rates because inflation is still not down yet. But who's right? Is it going to be the Federal Reserve who has the most data? Or is it some businessman like Elon? Because, say, Elon could be just saying this to slow down the rate hikes or pause the rate hikes or even get rate cuts because he's a businessman. He wants there to be lower interest rates, of course. Then Elon goes on to say that between Tesla, Starlink, and Twitter, three of his biggest companies, he has more real-time global economic data in one head than anyone ever. I mean, just think about Twitter alone. How much economic data you get out of Twitter, right? So many companies are on Twitter. And think about Tesla. And think about a company like Tesla. It's basically the second fastest selling, largest selling EV company in the world. I mean, Tesla used to have something like 400,000 cars in backlog. In backlog, which means almost 500,000 cars are being ordered. They're so busy, the economy is so vibrant that they couldn't deliver those cars. Now they're down to 70,000 in backlog. Soon they'll be running through that backlog. That shows economic demand is coming down, but also shows Tesla could be in some trouble. I have been saying this for a long time. For nearly a year now, I have been predicting that we're going to get a recession or worse. Something like maybe even stagflation could be coming. And that means stocks and Bitcoins will crash when that does happen. And still a 94% chance that the Federal Reserve hikes rates tomorrow. So are we going to get that crash and recession? Follow me for more updates. I'll let you guys know.